get 'em on.
What's up, people of YouTube? This is Prolix Enigma here, and today I'm going to talk about something that this isn't as touchy as my last few videos, but it's something that's kind of out there in the news, and I feel like the majority of teens and adults, from ages 25 to 40, 50 years old, are for this. The majority, not all of them. But I'm going to give my opinions on this and what I think should be happening and what is wrong with our society when it comes to this kind of a thing. And of course there's things that I don't know, and there's probably logical reasons to why it isn't the way that it is, but it's slowly but surely changing, and that is marijuana, the legalization of marijuana. And I am 100% for this. I think that it is a good thing that they are slowly but surely legalizing it, and that is because not only have I been around it most of my life, and I have friends and family members who do it, but because I see what it does to them, and it doesn't do anything that negative to them. And it's not healthy for you. Like, you're inhaling smoke into your body, of course it's not healthy for you, but compared to the alternatives, I would much rather have them doing that. So let's see. So apparently, in the first 5 days of Colorado making it legal, they got $5 million. That's $1 million a day, and these were in small areas in Colorado. So I was told. And Texas was waiting a year before they put in their bill to possibly legalize marijuana. But as soon as that happened, when they saw that $5 million come in, they already got that put in there. They're on their way to legalizing it. And I think that this would have much more harm on the United States and society and the world as a whole if you didn't legalize it. Because there's drug cartels that are transporting it across borders. This leads to death. This leads to putting things inside the marijuana that could possibly harm people. And you can't get around these things. There's just certain things out there that's going to happen no matter what. And marijuana is one of them. Drugs in general is one of them. And now I'm not saying just because there's a drug out there and you can't stop it, that means legalize it. Because that's not right at all. Meth, heroin, cocaine, none of that should be legalized, in my opinion. That does bad stuff to your body. Bad stuff to your mind and your body. And so I do not think that you should legalize things like that. I think that you should have the decency to know what is good for your body. So if you're going to legalize marijuana, you should know, hey, if I'm going to smoke marijuana, I need to know that this is going to hurt my body in some shape, way, or form. But it's not going to be as bad as what I could be doing. I've said this many times before. I would rather have somebody who smokes weed all day long in my family, somebody who is a pothead in my family or is my friend, than a drunk or somebody who smokes cigarettes all the time. And here are my personal reasons. One, I cannot stand drunk people. Like, they act retarded. They stumble around. They smell disgusting. Two, I cannot stand the smell of cigarette smoke. Also disgusting. Gah. It just blows my mind how people can... Yeah, gross. But smoking marijuana, as far from what I can tell, does far less damage to your body than drinking alcohol or smoking cigarettes. Because you're not inhaling as much smoke when you smoke marijuana, so it's not doing as much damage to your lungs, and it doesn't have as bad of things in it because it's more natural. And because when you're when you're drinking alcohol, this just destroys your body, destroys your liver, destroys just all kinds of things in your body, and makes you fatter. It doesn't do anything that good to you. But Woody was talking about this in his video that I watched earlier today. And just so you guys know, this is not a video that I'm making based off of his video. This is just a video that I'm making because I wanted to talk about it. I had this planned out a couple days ago. But he was talking about how it kills your ambition. And he had a very good statement about, think about who you know that are winners that smoke marijuana a lot. And I can't think of any off the top of my head that are winners that I know personally. But at the end of the day, I would rather have them doing that than doing other things, because how many drunks do you know that are winners? How many people that smoke cigarettes all the time are looked upon as good people? None. Well, none that I can really think of. So you just you got to put that in your own perspective. It's a thing. It's out there. Marijuana is always going to be there, whether you legalize it or not. But do you want to help the economy? Do you want to bring money in, or do you want to shut it out and make it illegal, raise crime rates, death rates, everything? Because that's where it's heading. That's what's going to happen. It's going to get worse. The population's rising. That's going to rise. Yeah, that's how it's going to go. Now, whether or not I am going to do it, whether it's legalized or not, is going to be a negative. More than likely, I won't touch it in my entire life. It's just not something that I want to do. And let me tell you why. The reason why I don't want to smoke marijuana is because that's a lot of money to invest into something like that, because it's not that cheap. It really isn't. But it's a lot of money to invest into something like that just to smoke it. Like, I have much better things that I can invest my money into and get things out of than marijuana. I don't have any problems with anybody who does smoke marijuana or uses it on a regular basis. That's all you, man. Go right ahead and do it. I will still hang out with you. I will not look down at you. You are an equal person in my mind. But if you're acting really stupid about it, that's another thing. Like, if you're acting like you're so freaking cool because you're smoking marijuana, then you need to get your fucking head straight, because you're either using marijuana because you enjoy it, or that's plain and simple. You should just be using it if you enjoy it, or if it's, of course, a medical reason. You shouldn't be using it just to look cool. Because I know I have friends who are like, oh, yeah, I used to smoke marijuana all the time, and blah, 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 they did it because it looked cool. And then they got into it, and it's just, I think you're stupid if you're going to act like you do it, if you're going to act like it's such a cool thing to do. I think it makes you look literally retarded. So just don't. If you're going to smoke marijuana, smoke it because you enjoy it, and that's pretty much that. But another reason, I talked about this in my last video, another reason I will not ever smoke marijuana is I have an extremely addictive personality, and that can only mean bad things for me, and I won't touch it. I don't have any intentions to ever mess with anything like that. Especially alcohol and cigarettes and other drugs, like hardcore drugs. It's just not something on my list of things to do. But I'm gonna wrap this commentary up, guys. I hope I want to know what you guys think about this topic. Leave a comment below talking about what you think of this whole thing. Do you think it's a good or a bad thing, the legalization of marijuana? Again, I'm not gonna look down on you for your beliefs or thoughts or whatever. I think it's that we're only hurting ourselves if we don't legalize it. We're only hurting our own country, and our country is having enough problems as it is. So, this was Prolix Enigma, guys. Video on the screen you are about to see. It will be in my last video. Twitter and Facebook links will be down in the description. Feel free to like and or subscribe. Leave a comment down below, and deuces.
Get 'em all.